Welcome back. This month I want to change the dynamic warm-up that I've given you in the past that you may be using before you do any cardiovascular exercise. You may be using it as a pre-round warm-up. You might even be using it before you do some strength training in the gym with dumbbells, bands, med balls, that kind of thing. So the reason why I want to show you something a little bit different this month is if you've been using that warm-up leading up to this point, it's probably kind of old hat, if you can let me use that phrase, meaning you could just go through it pretty easily, carrying on a conversation, doing things that I've showed you in the past. I want to make things just a little bit harder so that your central nervous system really has to pay attention and get focused right away, but I still want to accomplish the same things that I showed you in that previous dynamic warm-up, which are getting your hips moving, getting your groins loosened up a little bit, starting to get your glutes activated, working on thoracic spine rotation. All of those things are still very important, but I think at this point, and if this is new to you and you're going to start using it, you're going to get the central nervous system activated right away. Okay, so two things. New people that are using it, it's going to be a great warm-up for your cardio, strength training, or pre-round warm-up. For those of you that have been using an old dynamic warm-up, I'm kind of moving this way with my clients in the next couple weeks here to really start getting the central nervous system activated sooner before we head into your workouts. So here's what we're going to do. Single leg balance. Opposite arm is going to stabilize me. I'm going to start getting this hip open. Okay? My pelvis does not turn with it though. So I want the hip to open up. I'm going to hold for probably 2 or 3 seconds. I'm going to pull it across my body now. That's a really good glute stretch I feel taking place there. Then I'm going to go straight into a hinged position. From the side it looks like this. Arms are out, and I want to make a windmill out of my arms, so it's going to look like this. So I've got my upper body separating from my lower with good lower body stability in both directions. And it's really forcing a ton of balance out of my legs. From there, I'm going to drop back into a split stance and then get some really good rotation in both directions. From there, I'm going to drop back, trade legs, go the other way, direction 1, direction 2, and from there I'm going to come straight up, open that hip up, pull it across, and then from there I'm going to step straight into rocking side to side to get my groins loosened up. Then the last thing I'm going to do is step back with my arms going overhead in the opposite direction. So if my right foot steps back, arms go left. Left foot steps back, arms go right. Okay? It's only going to take 2 or 3 minutes to get through that warm-up, but it's a great way to get your heart rate up, get your hips loose, get your glutes activated, get single leg balance working, work on rotation through your thoracic spine, start to get the lower body stabilized, go in the opposite direction, and start working on disassociating your upper half from your lower half right away. Okay? So if you have any questions on that warm-up, or if you haven't seen the other warm-up, I can give you that in an email. But that's going to be what I'm heading towards. And again, it all comes back to getting your central nervous system activated just a little bit quicker before you start your workout. Let me know if you have any questions.